Hey you guys, so I decided to press record and you know um, learn a few things about myself. It's just a mini exercise where I decided to compose questions that I wanted to answer for myself personally, and perhaps maybe you also can get to know a thing or two about me. Whether you're interested in knowing me or not, it just doesn't matter. I'm talking to whoever it is that is interested in getting to know me. So I'm gonna delve into these questions. It's about they are actually, so I'm going to be tackling like two topics: meaningful questions and romantic questions. So for each title, it has three questions, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing. I am basically doing this because I want to get to build a relationship with myself and get to know some of the things that perhaps maybe I wasn't really paying attention to, that I really wanted, or perhaps maybe, I didn't know about myself. So I said, you know what? Maybe this is part of how I'm going to heal or how I'm healing. So let me go ahead and just do it. So here we start. Okay, this is my second video. One thing you have to know about me is that before I delve into the questions, one thing about me is that I crave um, like deep, meaningful, you know, um, deep meaningful things. I like questions that are philosophical, questions that are spiritual, questions that are you know um, soul searching, questions that are all about the unknown. I am all about that. If you really want to get to my side, start tapping into that side. Tap into that side with me, and we all set to go. I don't like surface level conversations or surface level things. No, I am not too materialistic. I do love things, but what feeds my soul is getting to talk about spiritual things, getting to talk about faith, believing, unknown things, things that a lot of people really don't think about. That drives me. That really like interests me. So I it just don't like surface level conversations, surface level things, surface level connections, and they don't interest me. Materialistic, too much of materialistic things, like they don't really get to me to that extent. So I'm all about deep, meaningful things. That's what takes me. I like probably going to compose everything into one video. So let's delve into the first title, which is our first topic for my questions, right? Meaningful questions. The first question is: what is the most significant lesson I've learned about myself and life so far? I have learned that I've got a very resilient spirit. I have learned that it takes time for me to really heal and get over things. I have learned that it is very crucial to it is crucial to learn to forgive. You don't get there overnight, but it is very, very highly important that you learn to forgive, which is not easy. I have learned, what I've learned about myself is that I don't have so much patience. I don't like waiting, but I find myself waiting for some weird reason in life. And that has, highlighted within me, which I didn't know I have. I think I do have patience. Um, and what I've learned about myself is that I'm very spiritual. I am very goofy, very fun. You'd probably think I'm a party girl, but I'm not. You probably think that this is the girl who's always out, and all those kind of things. Like I am Ooh, I'm very slow at things, hey? I'm very slow. I do go out, but it happens once in a lifetime. So, yeah, I hardly even have a lot of history of dating and experience in dating and stuff like that. But hey, I'm not gonna justify myself. So the second question would be, if I could go back in time and give advice to my younger self, what would it be? Okay, from what I've been through and what I've learned, um, what I would say to my younger self is that learn to love yourself, value yourself, put yourself first, and understand and know that it is okay to prioritize you, it is okay to choose you, it is okay to say no. I got in a lot of situations because I could not say no. I got in a lot of situations because I could not let go, and I held on into situations that were no longer serving me. And it always takes me time to get out of situations that really are not of my highest good until I feel the deepest pain, and that's when I learn to let go. But you know what, what else would I say? I would say that value yourself, learn to value yourself, learn to love yourself, learn to um, be happy on your own, and know that no one else is capable of being there for you the way you can be for yourself. And never think that life revolves around romantic relationships, and know that you are your greatest partner you could ever ask for, and building that relationship and foundation with yourself first, that would propel anything healthy, and that would propel you having to let go of anything that no longer serves you, if it is that time for you to let go, because you would have loved yourself enough to know that, okay, my part in this story, in this journey with this person, it is over. So, yeah, I hope it makes sense, because I'm gonna look back to this video. And the third questions of meaningful question is, what is one thing I am proud of that I've accomplished, and how did it impact my life? Okay, I'm not going to touch base on anything tangible, because anything tangible, I'm not going to touch base on that, because I feel like I haven't really accomplished so much. I am still in the process of working on a lot of things, especially when it comes to materialistic possessions like stability in my life and all that. I'm still in the process of working on things. So I would have to say, um, I know this is gonna sound somewhat, um, somewhat unexpected, but I would say it would be not giving up on myself. One thing I am proud of having to accomplish in life is the strength within me. I have gained a lot of strength through everything and anything that I've been through, and not being able to give up on myself or give myself away to life, and in ways of like using substances, getting into a lot of relationships in and out, letting people in my life, different people, delving with this one and that one, and really, like, throwing everything away, drinking my life away. It could be a lot of self disruptive things that I could have got myself into. But even in the storms, I've never given up on myself. So I would say I really accomplished a lot by, holding myself together and still trying to push through, and fighting every day to reach that point of healing and growing in a soul spiritual level. So I would say I'm really proud of having. Okay, now we are delving into the second title, which is romantic questions. And the first question is that, what makes you feel loved and cherished in a relationship? Okay, what makes me feel loved and cherished in a relationship would be reassurance, stability. I hate unstable relationships. I hate unreliable relationships. It gives me anxiety. It gives me stress. I don't like instability at all. So anything that would make me feel loved is you giving me stability, a sense of reassurance, in where I'm standing, where the relationship is going, and what is the foundation of the relationship, where are we headed, basically. I value stability. Anything that, carrying on with the first question of what makes me feel loved and cherished, is stability, like I said, and reassurance. I don't like anything that's unstable. I don't like anything that's not secured. I don't like being with anyone or anything or any situation that is not sure of me or where everything is headed, Even if at this point I know that I was never ready for a relationship. Because being in a relationship requires you to be really self assured, knowing yourself, and having to start a relationship. It really requires a person who knows themselves, where they're going, what they want, what they bring to the table, to the relationship in itself, right? So anything that would make me feel loved and cherished in a relationship is reassurance and stability and a sense of direction of where that relationship is going, right? The rest is history. Trust, loyalty, and other things, yeah, they can come through as well. But like those two, I feel like they're very essential for me. Okay, we're getting to the second question of romantic questions. If you could relive a romantic moment from your past, which one would you choose and why? God, 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 oh Lord. I am so sad to have to say this. I have never relived any romantic moment in my whole entire existence. I have never met a partner, a man, a guy who has potentially treated me with love and was sensual, was romantic, was anything close to that. I almost thought I was cursed, but then I thought, you know what? Why should I blame myself of meeting, men who were not at that level with me, right? So, yeah, I have never relieved any romantic moment, being bought flowers, taken out wherever, sacrifice a man, guy, sacrifice anything. Like, I'm not talking about a man doing everything for you and all those things. I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about anything that was like meaningful, memorable, different, unique, being written a letter, being, words of affirmation. Bumi, I love you. You mean this to me. A reminder of knowing that I never got to that point. And you know what? I'm okay because I know that somewhere, somehow, I will get to that point, and I'm not in a rush for that. And there is, a reason that maybe I had to go through that before I experienced that, if that makes sense. So, yeah, sad question. And the third question to romantic questions, that what do you believe is the key to a long lasting, fulfilling relationship? God, oh God. This question is very broad and very unique and different to everyone. It's just my perspective and how I view things. You can have your own say. My belief to a long lasting relationship would be, the key would be two imperfect people who come together and choose to forgive, who choose to forgive, who choose to work it out, for as long as they still feel the same. Because it's a total different story if one of you no longer feels the same, right? You cannot force what is no longer there, right? So it's all about choosing to forgive, and building that relationship to the beginning, like, reminding each other of why you started the relationship uh, from the get-go. And if you still believe in each other and not one of you feels like completely moving on, so it's all about two people who are imperfect, who are open enough to understand that we are all in this journey, to learn, to grow, to heal, and most importantly, knowing and understanding that we are here to help each other grow, So yeah, it would be being in partnership with a person, that is imperfect, and learning to forgive. And if you still choose each other, continuing on working on the foundation of the relationship, moving forward. So yeah, choose who chooses you, basically. And don't build anything on lies. You don't forgive and then still continue living lies, you know. So, from me to you, that was a few questions that were meaningful to me, that I just felt like, jotting down and tackling. And maybe I'm going to continue doing these mini videos, about myself. Maybe it's just an exercise of getting to know myself, of healing, and of perhaps, letting people in my space and letting them get to know me, whoever it is that's interested in knowing me. I'm not a celebrity, I'm not important, and I'm not feeling entitled that people should be getting to know me and stuff like that. No, I'm just, trying. This is like, I'm actually putting myself into therapy. I know, it's an exercise of just, being intimate with myself. And being intimate with myself, it's more like building a relationship of getting to know yourself. Don't get it twisted, because I know some of you guys twist things. So yeah, building that relationship with myself, and maybe it's an exercise of just getting to know a thing or two about myself, and letting other people in and letting them understand and know that, I'm also human. We are all human, and this is my thoughts in regards to this and that, if that makes sense. So, you guys, I love you. Peace and love and light. And I will continue to do another video on this. And maybe I'll post this on my YouTube channel again. Go check it out, subscribe, watch my videos, whether they are interesting or not. Just view them, Jay. So, okay, guys, I will see you some other time, okay? Work on building on yourself. And Rome was never built in a day. Yo, guys, if I start talking, I'll never finish. So, bye, guys. I love you so much. Take care.